Strats Weekly
On the screen, it's almost too late.
with Tommy, Lon, and Vasina.
Oh, it's going. Things are happening. Look at that intro.
That beautiful intro.
Hey.
Problem with doing it on the floor?
It's
Oh my
Strats
Or on the
Weekly.
ground,
We're doing stuff. We were almost notified this time. It was close.
Are we live? Or
We are live.
Oh yeah, we are great. We're ready live.
oh, we're streaming live. Look, Drool made it. What's up, everybody? Strats Weekly. Hello, everybody in Mumble. Sorry to cut off your conversation. You guys were in heated debate. Now no one wants to say anything.
So quiet.
No.
Everybody's shy.
We're raging.
Yes. Strats Weekly. The Strats Weekly before Halloween, I just realized we probably should have dressed up. Actually, we are kind of dressed up. Because we're rocking...
As nerds?
No, as
Did you buy a Tommy Beard shirt?
as Tommy fan club participants.
I've never felt so special in my entire life.
We also have a special guest, Ken's.
We have
AKA
two guests.
with love. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. How could
We
I
have two
forget?
guests. It's in the thread. It's
Wow.
with love
Wow.
and Quaddle.
And what is Tequaddle?
Wow.
You gotta key
Oh, I
up
should be in
in.
Mumble.
According to
bearded dragon.
Dynamable, it's a lizard
Tommy
thing.
Dragon.
That is extremely exciting. We also have two really good giveaways to give away. I think these are both from
They are.
$20 PSN, $20 Steam cards. And we're using the trusty point system that everybody loves to hate. We're going to start with the PSN card, and we're going to start that off. And you guys can do that while I talk about Loot Crate.
Yay, Loot Crate.
Yay, Loot Crate. Loot Crate, 10% off. Last time was time. Hold on. Last month was time, and we got this cool Doc Brown for Back to the Future Day, which was kind of cool. And the other cool thing was I have it somewhere. Is this cool hoverboard, which is pretty awesome. The power of love. Yep.
It's actually
Super
a really
cool.
good loot crate.
It was an exceptional loot crate. It also came with a t-shirt, a couple other things. Really good loot crate.
Beat the hell out
And,
of villains too.
Yeah, beat the hell out of villains too. Although the mug was substantial. Not as good as the mugs we're going to talk about today.
Heyo.
Yay.
10% off Loot Crate, lootcrate.com/strats using discount code strats, and help put some wind in the sails of the pirate ship. And also, what was I going to say? Oh, this week's Loot Crate, or this month's Loot Crate, is Combat, which actually looked pretty good too. I don't know if you had a chance to check it out, but it could be a rival to Time, which is interesting. And we also have an unboxing category now, so you can go in and unbox your Loot Crates if you have them, and make cool videos and posts and photo threads and whatnot.
Or just look at Senish's cool shit.
Senish started it, so he takes full credit for that.
Good job,
And I give it
Sanish.
to him.
I did something.
Who also shamelessly give you his sponsor link or his referral link for Star Citizen.
Yeah, shameless. But
Well,
I
there's
figured-
shame. I'm really good at overcoming it.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you a Loot Crate subscriber, Kens?
Me? No, I was going to do it for the one that had the Pokemon hat, and I wish I had. But I think I'm going to do it for the next one.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay? Yes? Okay, good.
Although I don't know if you're talking in Mumble or not. That's
I am. I am in Mumble. I'm pressing the button.
We can hear her. She's
We
fine.
can hear her.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Excellent. Wow, such toxic in here today.
It's gonna be a long, long
It's gonna be a
hour.
long podcast. All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of hate brewing for me, so I'm kind of a controversial
You're like the
member.
most hated member of Strats, I think.
It's true.
That's what I heard. Also, we should also mention that our very own guest's T-shirt design was tipped, I think, today.
Yeah, I got the email that they were starting to be printed, I think yesterday.
Yep. We made our cutoff for it.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
if you ordered one, we're gonna do it. Yeah, maybe she'll make more. She'll make a unisex version of something cool.
Yeah.
And then,
Or, you guys can wear like a effeminate shirt. I mean,
yeah.
Or
Well,
you
why
can
not?
make one for the boys, and then
if
they
there
would
was
have one for
something-
each.
yeah.
If there was something remotely in a size that I could wear, I might have thought about it. But there was like low shoulder cut. There was like tank top, sports bra, but there was no like just Hanes extra large cut.
You don't like sports bras.
Yeah, Tommy usually has to taper the shoulders in a little bit to fit in those shirts.
That's right. And bring the arms out. Usually you have to cut
Yeah.
another shirt back out and then like stitch them in.
Yeah, this is how the neck of this shirt came. So this is just au naturel.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I thought you were like a handy seamstress there. I was gonna try and do that with my shirt.
Yeah, no, this is a pair of scissors in 5 minutes.
Also, I'd like to talk about another sponsor that I have much love is Game Show. Game Show is a new streaming service, a new streaming app that allows you to stream to Twitch with all kinds of cool stuff. And we have a link code for that if you prefer. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Now that one more thing. Thank you for clicking the Amazon link. It has been helping quite a bit. And we're doing well for this month. So thank you for hitting that Amazon link.
I bought a $150 controller.
Go ahead. Hook us up.
All right. So I know a lot of people have been playing Guild Wars 2 this week. I want to hold off on that for a little bit because I want to be able to talk a bit more in depth on that. So other than Guild Wars 2, who's been playing what this week?
There's something other than Guild Wars 2.
I'm told there are. I'm told
I
other
think
people play.
Yeah,
the
there's that
game that
game
everybody's
play
going to
where
be
you
playing
walk
is
around
coming out
the,
tomorrow.
There's some Space
hangar.
Navy game coming out tonight, I think.
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
Yeah, you play a Master Chief in the Navy, I think, the Space Navy.
Oh, yeah. I heard he's like in a Native American group. He's a chief. He's the head chief.
I don't know. I heard about that game and I pre-ordered a collector's edition, but I don't know if I'm going to play it because I need to level my Chronomancer.
Yeah, Guild Wars takes precedent. If that was a Guild Wars reference.
It was, yeah.
don't know
Reference.
if it was. Okay, thank
I
God.
know. By the way, for anybody
Intact.
interested in checking out Halo 5, by the way, is what we're talking about. I know Gohan, you and Skidalas, you guys are doing a stream like tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you? I think I read you guys were planning to do 24 hours. Is that the plan?
I think I'm doing it 24 hours. I'm not sure about him though.
All right. So if you're curious what Halo 5 is all about, starting about what time do you think you're gonna be able to kick that off?
12 o'clock Eastern.
Yes.
12 Eastern. Okay. So we'll probably move everybody over, or try to move everybody over when the stream ends. Seems like a good idea. Okay. Now what? Who else is playing? I've
Guild
been
Wars 2.
playing very little, except for Metal Gear Solid, which occasionally I will play, and
And Guitar Hero.
it's fun. And no, not Guitar Hero, Rock Band.
Oh, Rock Band, sorry.
Did you get the
Yeah,
new
Come
Rock
on
Band?
now.
Dude, I got the new Rock Band. My wife and I are like totally into it. We're like playing and singing and strumming, and
Dancing.
rocking out. We're trying to think of a name for our band. I was
That's
wearing the
awesome.
baby and playing the drums. It's super fun. I want to do a stream, but the PS4 streaming thing, because we play in the living room, and the PS4 stream window is so small. So I want to bring like a PC out there so I can get like what you want to see is like the actual camera with like maybe a little window for the game. So that's the goal. We're gonna call it Family Game Night. We're gonna stream it on Stratsco.
And the baby's gonna play the game?
The baby was, I
baby's-
believe the baby was like a front backpack, right? Is what you said, like kind of wore him.
Front backpack. And
Manly.
And he looks and he loves it. It's great. I
Right,
bought
shiny.
a freaking mic stand on Amazon today. That's how deep I'm into this thing.
That's awesome. My wife and I really got
Commitment
into
is
the
real.
last one.
You should play. It's super fun. We've been buying songs. All right, I won't take it up anymore.
She'll buy for a hat
playing
for the
what
baby. That's a mic stand.
There you go. A hat. Like that.
I want to do like a Strats band, and then like we'll all wear Strats shirts, and we'll just be jamming out.
Yes.
Taking requests on the stream. It'd be great.
And then you can take it on the road, go to a coffee shop and
Right.
plug in your Xbox. And
That would be awesome.
Do you
I
guys know what?
actually-
You can go, Tommy.
No, go ahead. Go on.
I just had a question, but you can go.
No, I was going to say, while we're still talking about who's playing what, I actually played a game this week, and a big shout out to Precious Kitty for walking me through the beginning of Ark. I could have done it without you.
What?
How was it?
Too soon to tell. A very interesting game. A lot of micromanaging your own life. I mean, you can starve to death, you can freeze to death, you can die of thirst, and then you can get eaten by a dinosaur, all in about the same 7 minutes. So it's a lot to take in.
Can you die of a broken heart? Because that's what
Just like,
I'm
I've
kind
been
of
trying
feeling
to
right
play,
now.
like a year.
I didn't say that I'm not going to play Guild Wars. I just was trying out the art game.
By the way,
You
isn't
bought Wars, didn't you?
I didn't buy
He
it.
has it.
it's free? He has it for freezies.
He has
Well-
it for free.
He bought
Yeah.
Ark just to spite
You
kids.
bought Ark.
He
It's
did.
like, this game is free.
And then if I
You know
go
what?
to Ark, he'll be like, "Oh wait, I'm on Guild Wars. Where are you?"
Yeah.
Well, at least we have. Listen there, Kens. I've got like 7 games that you talked me into buying. That you've not played one of them with me.
Haven't seen you on a one of them. Mm-mm.
That's because you weren't there when I went to log in.
Okay.
That one time I logged in, you weren't online. That's not my fault you weren't up at 4 in the morning because you have class the next day. For shame.
It's fine. I'll
speaking-
take J Rumtum.
Speaking of Ark, though, have we, Scenario, do we have Halloween yet in Ark? Because I know Guild Wars kicked off Halloween already, and I know there's awesome Halloween stuff coming.
No, not yet.
Damn it! Like,
Yeah,
you
we were
didn't know,
talking
like,
about that today.
like Dodo Rexes and such, man. Is crazy stuff.
They're
Isn't
gonna
that-
breathe
that's gonna
fire.
be a mod, right?
No.
It's a
Wouldn't that have
patch.
to be a mod?
No, it's a
Oh, it's a
patch. It's a
patch, an official
official Halloween patch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure like how the whole Arc thing works because you have your own server and I don't know.
You have your own
Yes,
server, and
yeah,
it's like
we'll
an
have
unofficial
to-
or an official server. But then it's in alphas. They're constantly updating the game, and they decided to come out with an event for the actual official game.
Yeah. All right. That's cool.
Have you guys heard of Fable Legends?
Oh yeah, I have heard about that.
Okay, so I have a closed beta for the Xbox One if anybody wants it, because I'm not going to use it.
Ooh, I love Fable.
I know it's Xbox One, but I'm never going to use it, and I'd rather someone else have it, not me, because I'm going to be playing Halo and not Fable.
You're only
Isn't-
going to be playing Halo.
But if anybody wants it, you guys can just PM me or something.
Isn't
You know.
Add that
Fable
to the
an-
prize pool.
Why don't you do a giveaway on it?
You want me to just give away my closed beta?
Yell it out, Tommy.
Yeah.
You can change things on the side.
No, I
Give it
just
to Orth for the prize pool.
I thought that Fable was the land that Albion takes place in. Is that just?
I hate Albion.
Yeah, well, it is. I
That's
think
really
it's.
hard.
I
I think it's not the
unrelated.
same.
Here we
I
go.
think it's just coincidence.
Albion's coming back.
Albion,
It's true.
You know,
Albion is coming back.
And that's when Gohan goes dark for a month.
Yes, and
By
it
the way,
is.
for those-
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, for those curious about Albion, I am currently speaking with some of the previous leadership right now. We are prepping our November beta plans, so look for details on that sometime next week.
Maybe we'll see Driz for like the first time in a while once Albion comes back. I know he streams.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen him
He's
on the
so
forum.
I don't even know if he's been streaming lately. Maybe I just haven't caught him.
He has.
Yeah, it
He's
pops up
streaming
on my
almost
phone whenever
daily.
he and Andrea stream. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
I guess
So-
that's all the games people want to talk about, except for Guild Wars 2. So let's talk Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns a little bit. Kins is one of our officers, by the way, if you didn't know. You want to talk about like how this opening weekend has felt, what you experienced?
Yeah, well, I wasn't there Friday for the Guild Hall event, which was like a 10-man raid.
Awesome.
I know Diakis and Leoria and I think Guardian and Senish and quite a few people were there, and we did manage to get it, which was awesome because I heard it was really tough. And other than that, there's tons and tons of stuff. Like I haven't even scratched the surface. Can't talk. Scratch the surface of everything that's on there, but it is a time crunch, and it is not easy content. I mean, all three were running around with it last night, and it's just like, oh my god, it's just crazy. Their new maps, yeah, everything.
Like in the open world, I've never been shit on by a bunch of normal mobs the way like it happened. Pocket Raptors are cancer. They are the worst.
Yes.
Absolutely
Okay. Thank
horrendous.
you. Thank
You see
you.
one,
Yes.
and then like suddenly 20 zerg you, and none of your skills can hit 20 targets simultaneously. It's the worst thing ever. It's like
I mean,
I actually
flamethrower.
watch where I'm walking now.
Yeah. And the gliders, there's gliders now, so you can actually like jump. There's a lot of verticality that they've added, so you can like jump and kind of float down. As I'm like going out of focus here. Okay. And then like there's all these different skins and stuff, and I've already spent way too much money on those and money.
Did you get a
You
Crystal
know,
Nomad?
I did. I got Crystal Arbiter, the one that came with like the
Crystal Arbiter.
glider and the total makeover. So my character got a makeover last night, and then there is a complete new elite specialization spec that has been added. So you had like all these specializations, and now you have like something that's unique to just your profession. So like engineer has scrapper, and that also means you can use a different weapon, and it's really expensive point wise, but it's pretty great. It's pretty great. I bought a new hammer for it. I was like, here we go.
Oh yeah, I've got that new hammer also.
Yeah.
Greatest thing ever. D, you in there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's been going on with the guild? Like, what have you experienced? What has the guild been doing? What are we going to be up to here in the coming weeks with Guild Wars 2?
Well, after the biggest deal that we did was get the guild hall on Friday. I want to give a special call out for Kelisar for staying up like, I don't know, 52 hours to be on the right time zone as us.
Wow.
Playing from the other side of the planet.
Nice.
But we managed to get it, and we've already started our first upgrade, and we're really, really close to getting it. We're going to be the first upgrade's the tavern, and there'll be drinks galore whenever we get it. And afterwards, we'll be starting on the mine, which will then allow us to progress even further down the way. Right now, I've been keeping the current needs of what materials we need to upgrade our guild hall in the message of the day, so you can always check there in the guild hall or in the guild function to see what we're currently needing. With the remake of guild missions, we will be continuing to do our guild missions, and we will continue to do them on Wednesday, but now that the guild missions are a lot easier to queue and unqueue and start back over and not cost any actual resources on our part to do this, this will lead us ample opportunities to progress even further and possibly even start doing weekend guild missions also.
Diego, what's
For all the people out there that are in Mumble, Kins has decided to do like dueling banjos with me with my e-cigarette vapor, and she's obviously a novice. She's over here choking and gagging.
No.
What's the timestamp on this? This is we need to go back and find that. It's about 8:19. So.
That's definitely a highlight. Diego, I was going to ask you what, if anything, we could do as people that are not high level, is there like gems that we could buy or somehow contribute to the guild that would allow you to upgrade the guild hall more, faster, or better? Any of those things?
Stronger.
Yeah, most of the resources requirements of the guild hall are like content of higher level, so you need to be a higher level to gather those resources. But as always, you can buy gems off the gem store and convert them to in-game cash, and then you can make deposits to the guild bank, and we can then use those to help progress our guild hall farther by buying the material straight off the trading block. Not to mention some of the upgrades that we're currently trying to get, we haven't been able to get yet because I just haven't been able to raise the gold for it myself.
Okay,
Gold's a
it
little
is
harder to
way
get in
expensive.
this
So gems would be
expansion.
good.
Yes, gems would be good. You can turn them into cash, and the not the cash, but the in-game currency, and that would definitely help us along the way. So some of the harder things that like are a grind, we can actually just purchase straight up.
The other thing is we have had some need of lower tier materials. Most of them are high end materials like level 80 type stuff that we need, but there is some call for lower end stuff. So even just through your like progression, if you're saving crafting materials, some of that might actually be useful as we get into some of the additional stuff we need to make for guild hall. So it helps.
That
for
is true.
everybody.
One of the materials that we are going to need are actual Elonian squares, which require crafting materials all the way from tier 2 all the way up to tier 5. So any of the crafting materials, unless you're needing to sell it for making your own money, you can just keep it deposited in your bank, and whenever there's a call for it in the message of the day, you'd be more than welcome to deposit those to the treasury or the guild bank, and we can make use of them.
Sand.
Nice. Nice.
Diakos? Sand.
Yes, that is our current need. I've been trying to farm coarse sand all day in one of the zones, and it's going slowly, but we are progressing. I should get all the sand that I need sometime by Wednesday, I believe.
One last thing I'd like to add about Guild Wars 2 with the Heart of Thorns expansion. I was a little conflicted when I first started playing it this weekend because it represents a pretty interesting shift in how Guild Wars has been for the last 3 years, Guild Wars 2 that is. And it's met with some interesting mixed reception as well, because you've got, on the one hand, this new content is hard. Like, it is not easy. You're not going to just walk in and 100% a zone and get all your skill points and have your elite spec and everything. I played a pretty good amount over the weekend, and I don't have my elite spec unlocked yet. Still, it's still not completely available for me to use it.
I think Senish is the only one that has. Yeah, Senish is like the only.
Sinish
Yeah.
also, God, how many
Yeah.
hours did you put in this weekend, dude?
I don't know.
All of
So-
them?
I don't think
To
he
be fair.
slept.
I did
But-
sleep.
It's, I mean, they've made there's definitely, this is definitely harder content. This is an interesting approach to Elder Game content that Guild Wars 2 did not have. I mean, like, yeah, we had fractals, but we all know that wasn't that challenging, and dungeons were laughable as long as you have a thief that knows how to use stealth accurately. So this is the first time where Guild Wars has actually felt challenging, and it's really fun. There's a world boss. There's a skill point. If you want to unlock that skill point right now, there's a world boss that is actually 4 different bosses with unique mechanics that have to be fought and downed by separate teams simultaneously within 2 minutes of each other in order to achieve and like get in there, just as an example. And that's not even like raid content. That's just open world like meta event stuff. So
You're talking about the second map?
yeah, man, that second map thing in the middle.
Plus,
of
your
the,
map had to be 100% before you attempt it. It's crazy.
So you still have to go in and do, I mean, just doing north side alone, north of the 4 sides, so north, south, east, west, north side alone took, what'd you say, D? We took about 40 minutes to do all the events from north side from scratch.
Yeah,
And
and
that was with competent people. Like, we took us 40 minutes to do the north side alone. So if you don't have competent groups everywhere, like, It's not happening. So if you ever felt Guild Wars 2 wasn't challenging and that was something that was kind of off-putting for you, you might want to check this out. It's much harder. It's a good fun.
Yeah, especially because you have to have certain abilities unlocked just to get to certain points of the map. Like, I know Glider has updraft, and I'm not at updraft yet because I'm still a scrub. So I can't even get to some parts of the map, or like if you fall, the only way to get back up to where you were is to use these abilities, and anybody can access them if you have that point, but if not, then you're kind of screwed. So it does add a completely new dynamic. Whereas, you know, when I first started, Dee and I would just run around a map, complete it, 100% hearts, everything, go to the next one. And this one, it's just not the same. And it's nice because you can't just run through it and be done and be like, okay, I'm done with this area, back to the next map, you know. So it's nice. It's tough and it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's nice to be challenged by an MMO where normally if you get a group, you can get it done pretty quickly. But in this one, everybody has to be on the same level. Everybody has to have gotten this done or you all can't do it. So it's just interesting.
That's interesting. Although a lot of that was happening in WildStar, and people said that's what they wanted, and then a lot of people say that's why it didn't work out.
Yeah, but I think the fact that Guild Wars has had 3 years to work up to this point, so like a lot of these people have perfected it. Like D, for instance, has, I think, what, D, you have like 3 or 4 characters that have 100% map completion now. So for him, it is harder, or it is nicer to have harder content that he can go through because he has already done. Not everybody does everything, but I feel like he and Senich have done a good majority of everything. So they've had 3 years to get to this point.
Yeah, and it's worth noting, like, this is definitely met with mixed reception. Like, not everybody's happy about the way the changes made. There have been people screaming on the forums that this isn't what I expected, and this is too whatever, and I want a refund, and blah, blah, blah. And you've got a whole other camp of people that are like, this is awesome. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened. Thank you for, you know, extending the life of the game and giving us all this new content. And it's so challenging and unique and different than what we've been playing all these last several years. So it's interesting to see the two different camps. So I think overall it's a good thing, personally.
And yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, and there's always going to be people when you do something. It's the same when Guild Wars 2 came out. There were people from Guild Wars 1. There were 2 camps. There was, this isn't Guild Wars 1 with a facelift, and, you know, I'm not happy about that because it's totally different. So I'm out. I don't care. I'm just going to play Guild Wars 1. And the same thing happened with this expansion. And that's going to happen with any game when they make a pretty dramatic pivot, I think. So I'm not worried about it. I think the game's going to be just fine. ANET knows what they're doing.
Yeah, and there's a huge shift from what the game was to what it is now, and tactics have become more of a issue. Instead of just smashing face with high damage characters and burning the boss down before it can actually deal enough damage to kill you. I mean, just for example, there's one boss that he goes stealth, and if you don't break him out of stealth, he will nuke the entire platform you're on, and everybody dies.
Oh, that's nice to know. Guess I won't be doing that one.
So it requires a good deal of not just coordination between the people in your party, but like everybody around you. So there is each of the fights will have to be learned, and that's part of the fun of it, getting to learn how to do the new content.
Isn't that what they were trying to do?
Are we running out of time? Or sorry, Tommy. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, it was.
What are you saying, Tommy?
I was going to draw a
ahead,
parallel with Elder Scrolls when they were bringing in the trials. That was the whole concept they were trying to do, was that you just couldn't come in there and beat face. You had to actually have the right armor, have the right weapons, have the right mix to take down a boss.
Yeah, seems like a lot of MMOs are doing things like that, where they want to continually create new content, but they have a base that grabs that content and is already ready to receive it, but then they worry about alienating all these people that are starting from scratch, and they have to like do a lot to get to this hard content.
Tommy, are you running the giveaway bot today, or is it Vecino got it?
Nope, I am.
Whoever's got it, can you send the instructions to chat one more time? So we're gonna pull this. We're gonna pull a name here pretty quick, just so that people that came in late can get it.
I think, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and we are gonna need to move on, but I'm excited about Guild Wars. That's what I want to talk about. So this is a carryover topic from last week. that wanted to get talked about, and we just ran out of time last week. Talking about the concept of season passes for video game DLCs. The pros, the cons, and specifically, there's been a bit of an uproar about the Battlefront DLC and season passes, where not a lot of information is out there about what's going to be in the season pass, what's going to be in the DLCs. Just that, hey, you can get the season pass for the 4 planned DLCs for $50. I believe that Alex was the one that brought this up. I'm not 100%. I wrote it down, but I've lost that file somehow because I deleted it probably. But I was just curious if anybody had any thoughts on that, like with season passes and being asked to fork over, $50 without a lot of information about what you're getting for said $50, other than 4 DLCs.
So that's
it's a discount.
Understand. You get a discount. I don't know why. I don't understand the uproar. You can either buy it incrementally, like I do, and wait to see the content and pay more for that privilege, or if you want to have a cheaper version of that same bundle, you can buy a season pass. It's a pre-order.
I think people seem to be upset that there's they're asking for money and they're saying this is a discounted price, but they don't know what they're getting, and that's somehow being asked to pre-order that so far in advance is what got some people like.
They're not asking you to pre-order it. They are providing the option to pre-order and get it at a lower cost by committing right away.
Right, and for me, I come from this is the same thing EA did with Battlefield 4. I don't know if they did it with Hardline because I didn't pick up Hardline, but they did the same exact thing with Battlefield 4. I didn't hear a huge uproar with Battlefield 4, so it's curious that Battlefront, coming from the same publisher and everything, is having the uproar about this.
I think they do it a lot. Most games do it.
It's a lucrative business model, and honestly, there's plenty of people who are not sitting around talking about it, who don't care, who are shelling out their money for it, that they don't care. They're making money hand over fist because there's people who are just diehard fans who are going to go out there and buy it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I bought the season pass when I bought the game just because I was there and it saved a step.
Yeah, I've bought season passes. I mean, I know why people are upset, because you buy a season pass and then what happens is you stop playing the game or you move on to something else, and then that's happened probably to most people listening to this. But I mean, the lesson is that for that $10 that you saved, maybe instead you should not do that, because you wouldn't have spent the $30 on the season pass you didn't end up playing.
My problem is that you're paying so far in advance for promised content before you get to see the content's released. It's the same issue with pre-ordering. You're essentially going to pay the company for the with a promise or the hope that they're going to release content that's going to be worth a damn. So you have no idea. You could be getting content like, for instance, Borderlands, where they said every piece of DLC that comes out is going to be up to par with the biggest content release for Borderlands 1. Of course, the first content comes around. It's big, but it's not that big. And, you've already submitted all this money to it, and you're really not getting what you were promised.
I completely agree, but that's why you don't do that. It's not like it would be different. Like I would have a serious problem if, for example, they said, we're offering a season pass model, and you're going to pay this money up front, and then we're going to release some DLC, and you either get it or you don't get it. I'd be like, that's bullshit. I want to see the content before I pay for it. But they're not. They're saying it's a season pass in order to give you cheaper access to a DLC release schedule that is happening anyway. I don't know. I just don't see why everybody's upset. There's a Reddit thread about it like every day, but
I felt like there should have been a lot more there. Just a lot more. You and I both know that Battlefront 3 was to be very hyped. Like everyone was waiting for it once the servers for Battlefront 2 went down.
Sure.
So everyone was like, "Oh, when's the third one coming out?" And now you get this game, which to me seems like a downgrade because you don't have what the other game had. In the other game, you had ground combat and space combat on the same map, and it was very optional which one you did. I mean, if you did the space combat, it helped your resources on the ground combat, and vice versa. In this, it's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like they didn't focus on it.
The reality is that Battlefront 2 was released in a different gaming climate than this is.
It's true.
And the unfortunate reality us as consumers are dealing with is that a publisher knows now that all of those things that you mentioned can be DLC that people will pay for. And I mean, take it or leave it. Honestly, that's the climate that we ourselves as consumers of gaming have created for ourselves, because this would not be happening if people didn't spend, if it wasn't a revenue model that worked.
Well, while I agree, I also disagree because there's other companies that have proven, like those who did Witcher 3, they have they have proven that you can get 18 free DLC, 18 free, and they didn't ask money for that whatsoever.
Well, and that's true, but you have to remember the publisher and the dev company decided on that's how they were going to do it. But the fact still remains that from a business standpoint, people are willing to pay the money. So companies like EA, who regularly deal in DLC, that's how they're going to do business if they can get away with it. I look at, I liken it back to when Steam first came out. Nobody wanted to use Steam when it first came out. It was absolutely atrocious. But
yes, Gamer545, this is live. Go ahead.
Nobody wanted to use Steam when it first came out. It was atrocious. It didn't work correctly, and even Valve's attempts to make it mandatory, were circumvented, and people just wouldn't do it. And they forced Valve to make the product work and to make it be good. But what happened when DLCs came out, everybody threw a big hissy fit about paid DLCs, and then started buying DLCs and kept buying DLCs and kept buying them. And now,
oh, you're right. That's what people will do. They'll complain about the price, and
even though I guess the point I think Vicino was trying to get to is that even given the fact that we don't all appreciate having to pay extra for the rest of the content in a game, the fact that enough of us as a gaming community are willing to pay for that content means that they're going to do that every time because it's smart business. Why give it to you for free if they can make money? EA's been known, they enjoy their profit margin. Also consider they probably paid a piss load for the rights to make this game.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
another
they're not
important
a charity. They're a business. They're in there to make money for their shareholders. They're there to make money for Vicino.
At some point, nickel and diming the consumer base is not the way they're going to want to go, because I'm already not going to buy Battlefront 2 because I disagree with a $50 outlay for all of the content on top of the $60 you already paid.
Cheap now.
Battlefront as well.
That's $120 for the full game.
There's another point that I've heard a couple times where someone said this isn't what I was promised or whatever else. This is not up to the standard, but that's all relative term, and we're kind of in a difficult position because the deck is stacked in our favor, because they come out and they make a promise. They say this is going to look like this is going to be awesome. We give them our money, and then now we've got buyer's remorse. I mean, they're kind of in a bad position no matter what they put out. It's easy to say, well, that's not as good as I thought it was going to be. That wasn't really worth my money. Versus if you've
something's
seen it
always
already.
not going to live up to the hype.
Right, but to somebody else, it lived up to the hype. I guarantee you there's somebody else who likes it, who thought, wow, this exceeded my expectations, and I'm fine with it. It's a relative concept. Isn't that right, Kens?
Yes.
All right,
Sorry, I
let's
was
go
answering
that
this
first
guy's
giveaway.
question.
All right, we're gonna pull the trigger on the giveaway. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Uh-oh, does Alex have a PS4?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, thank God.
Yay!
Sweet.
But he
Have to
hasn't won
speak up
yet.
in the channel, by the way.
Out of time already.
Yeah.
It's counting down.
All right. Awesome.
Alex, say something in chat. You must say something in chat. Okay, awesome.
There you
There
go.
it
All right.
is.
Anything but that, Alex. Anything but that.
Anything but that. Oh my God.
He got the little XD face in there. He good.
Okay, our next
Man, he's having a
giveaway.
good day.
Our next giveaway is a $20 Steam gift card, everybody. Same rules
commented.
apply. Feel free to enter if you're a PC-minded person.
What's the next one? Sorry. Oh, Steam. Oh, hell yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Steam gift card.
Ken's wins on stream.
I can put another 5 games in my library that I won't play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I have so many.
Until the
Christmas sales.
Steam sale, Christmas sale, you could buy like 600 games for that. They'll all be from
Do you guys-
92, but
Do you guys want me to announce my winner for my mod?
let's-
Should I wait?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Okay.
We'll get it. We'll do it.
It's Leora. Who cares?
Are we all winners?
Everybody's
Yes.
in.
We're all winners.
All right.
Everybody look
so-
under your seat. Everybody look under your seat. We're all winners.
All right. So if you didn't know, by the way, Extra Life, we're what, 2 weeks out, give or take, from the official game day? I think it's like November 7th.
Extra Life? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
So,
like the last day of
Extra
class.
Life. We're currently at $486 of our
Not bad.
$1,337 goal.
Be curious to see
FYI.
how much they raise all up amongst all of the different streamers and everything.
They always
Because
do
it's
that.
everywhere.
Like IGN pushing it, and they raise like
Rooster
several
Teeth
million.
does a
dollars.
huge one also. Okay. If you didn't know, by the way, if you're new to Strats or you just haven't heard him talk about it, Tommy is super, super big on Extra Life because it is very personally important to him and his family. Tommy, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure, I'll try and give you guys the encapsulated, abbreviated version. So essentially, I've got 5 kids, right? Well, no, essentially about it, I do. And my youngest son was born with some severe damage to his right hemisphere of his brain. We really didn't know that he had any problems. It was Christmas morning. Everybody's kind of crashed out on the couch, and I'm, doing the dad thing, picking up the wrapping paper and whatnot, and I thought, I'm going to lay on the couch and I'm going to get myself about 15-minute nap, type thing. So right as I kind of stretched down and laid down, Sean went rigid, and his arm shot up in the air, and I was like, oh, the kid's waking up from this nap, I want to get some sleep. And I looked, and his eyes were rolled back into his head, and boom, at that point, my military training kicked in. I realized he was seizing, and, it went from there. Well, what we found out was that, there's something called the corpus callosum, which connects both sides of the hemispheres of the brain. He was born without one, and the entire right side of his brain was malformed. I mean, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Now, we knew that Sean was globally delayed. They told us, oh, he just needs some tender loving care and he'll spruce up. Well, then the story went from Sean will never walk, Sean will never talk, Sean will never live a normal life. And oh, by the way, most kids with this situation don't make it past 8. So we went right into major therapy and everything we can do. At one point, he was on 7 different medications to control his seizures, and he was having 50 to 70 seizures a day. Those were ones that you could actually see. Those weren't counting the ones that were so small that you didn't notice. And each time he had a seizure, it was like resetting his brain. He would lose stuff. You'd teach him how to hold a spoon, and then 2 hours later, he would not know how to do it anymore because the seizures would wipe that out of his brain. So then they said, hey, there's this crazy procedure that they used to do and then they don't do anymore. And they do it about 300 times a year in the entire world. And it's called a hemispherectomy. And we can go in and take the entire right side of his brain out. And the doctor, I'm glad that surgeons use their hands and not their chin, because when he picked himself up off the floor, it wasn't that bad. I didn't hit him, but I did. I left. I walked out. I thought they were crazy. I said, what is this, the 14th century? We're going to start drilling holes in his head to let the demons out, type stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and to kind of wrap this up, after doing a whole lot of research, we decided that we would want to go ahead and press forward with the surgery. So 4 years ago, they went in, they removed my son's right hemisphere of his brain. And the surgeon alone probably cost $1 million for this procedure. We spent the next 5 months in the hospital. And it was pretty amazing experience. And it did not cost me one single penny. And the reason it didn't cost me a single penny is because of the Children's Hospital, the Children's Miracle Network, and people like you guys out there who play video games and raise money for kids. That was something that would have bankrupted me. It would have bankrupted. I would have hated to be in a choice of, you need this life-saving procedure, but I can't afford it because it will devastate the rest of the family. Yeah. So Sean just turned 8 in June. Yay. That's one of the nevers. He likes proving people wrong. And Sean can walk. Sean can talk, albeit a little lesser level. And Sean's going to be okay. And it's just because people out there care. And so that's why Extra Life is near and dear to my heart.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
that
is such a good story. I was just saying that I saw the documentary that you were on, and I didn't really realize you were in it, and I was like, God, that voice sounds so familiar. It was time. It's just crazy.
You could hear the whine of the smoke thing.
No, but seriously, I mean, I'm gonna be encouraging everybody on my Facebook and stuff to, either tune in, or I'm gonna do some streaming for it, or tune in or donate. I'm gonna be donating and stuff as well. Just, I would love to go beyond our goal that we set, and I think we can. Because I think we have a ton of support from our members, and I think the fact that we're supporting our own member, or that this helped him, I think that makes it close to all of our hearts. I mean, you guys tune in and see Tommy every week, and didn't even know that. Yeah.
I tune in to see off.
Don't be a dick. No one tunes in to see off.
Aww.
By the way, speaking of,
I tune in for you.
Speaking of Extra Life, Team Strats streamers out there that are watching this after the fact, listening live, whatever the case may be, we are still taking signups for the Strats Code channel's 24-hour stream. We're doing 2-hour blocks, and we want to try and have all 24 hours full up of various members of Team Strats streaming. So if that is something of interest to you, most of the terrible, overnight hours are actually all gone. There's, just normal Saturday and Sunday morning hours left. Because
I'm going to fill some with my wife and I playing Rock Band also.
Right on.
Please call in to fill that time up before him.
There is a... He's already registered for a time slot. Saz. But seriously, if you have not signed up, you are a streamer with Team Strats, please go check out the forum thread. Please sign up.
It's going to be really a lot of fun because we're going to do it all on the Strats Co. on this very channel that you're watching now, and it's going to be like a 24-hour marathon. People are going to come in, promote their own streams, do giveaways. I hope we make it really cool because I think that'd be super awesome.
Can I stay up 48 hours?
Yes,
do you.
You can do whatever you can do. You.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stream because my network will not support it where I am now. But I do plan on spending 24 hours in everyone's chat room.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I was about to make that suggestion.
Yeah.
It's not trolling if it's
people's chats for 24 hours.
It's
It would help keep you awake.
People's chats and winning everybody's giveaways out from under them.
No, that's Leora.
Is there a link to that sign-up page?
Yes, I can get you a link to that.
Absolutely. What else do we got?
The big thermometer on the homepage of Strats, doesn't that link you there?
Not for
That
the
links to
20
the overall Extra Life thing. Actually, that's a good point. We should probably put the sign up thing in that thread, in the OP of that thread.
That would be intelligent. We'll fix that after the stream. Okay.
Yes.
So top posts of the week. I specifically deferred the Kin's contest that she's hosting because it's the top post of the week. Surprisingly.
Yay!
1 views.
Everybody wants
15
it.
replies.
Okay, well,
So-
I know that you guys are always, the three of you are always against entering, but I did put your name in. And the winner is off.
Leora.
Hey,
Hey!
congratulations, Oz.
Yay!
I
Wait,
win a
it was-
thing.
Oh,
I
off?
won a thing.
Oh, you
I actually
won
won a
thing.
Strats.
Oh,
So,
that's
I'll be
lucky.
sending you images of like glazes, or if you have like an idea of like a color scheme, and then send me your address, and then I will finish it once it's out of the kiln, clean it up, and mail it to you for no cost.
With anthrax.
Awesome.
Yay!
Kens, you're being attacked by a lizard.
Let me ask a question.
Took
Where
waddle.
do you do these? Go ahead. Sam.
Me?
Yeah.
Uh,
Where do you tell us about how these came about?
Oh, well, I'm an art student, so we have 3 kilns at my school, and I made a set of 4 dragon mugs, and Senate had the idea of doing 3 of them as the Game of Thrones dragons. So I was like, well, I have an extra one, so I'll give it away. And yeah, so I'm actually, I'm planning on doing a set of 4 mugs or something like that for Secret Santa. So yeah, something like that. It's a long process takes about 2 hours to make one, including a handle and stuff, and then it has to be fired at about 1500 degrees. Then I bring it out, glaze it, and then it gets fired again. And you can use it in the microwave, dishwasher, everything.
I have a question about Oth's thing. Will he be able to make you change it to a My Little Pony mug?
I did think about doing a My Little Pony one.
Specifically banned.
It's not specifically banned, I don't believe at all.
It looks like it'd be uncomfortable to drink from.
Yeah, well, it's more like
It's only for
aesthetics.
manly bridges, like whiskey.
It's if you want it bad enough, you will take the thing.
Klingon whiskey? Because they look almost Klingon.
Looks a little Klingon, yeah.
Oh man,
Awesome.
let's see.
What?
Well, thank you for that. By the way, that was an unexpected
Yeah.
surprise. Other top threads.
Oh yeah, we're talking top threads,
Other top threads. Arc server went down for a little while. Yep.
and the world freaked out.
That
We
was
almost
good.
died.
Everybody. Well, all the babies, man. All the baby dinos. Right as we got baby dinos, everything. went to shit.
We had 3 baby dinos. The top one was a level 190, like 4 or something like that, and it was a male. It was going to be the new stud. You know, everything was looking good. Alt didn't come in and kill them with his axe. You know, it was great.
True.
There's no abortions. It was awesome.
Conditions were perfect.
This shows that kids ruin the world.
Let's see. The Halo 5 Collector's Edition unboxing.
Yeah, Sinish Sinish, that guy. Inspired the unboxing category, by the way, with some great unboxing footage. Not footage, photos.
Pictures.
something.
Photos.
Pictures.
All right. So yeah.
I can't unbox and hold cameras. I don't have a setup like that.
We had some other unboxings. We had the Loot Crate and the Comic-Con Loot Crate, 2 other Loot Crates. And I was going to unbox the t-shirt. I should have unboxed my in a box,
I unboxed my
whatever it is.
Tommy Beard T-shirt.
Unbox everything. All the things. I'm very excited about the unboxing category. I don't know why, but it's very exciting.
I unboxed the Tommy Beard shirt, but it wasn't very interesting, so I didn't put it up because it was just a bag on a table and then a shirt on a table.
Yeah, but
That's all.
Shouldn't put it up.
It should be you wearing in different strange locations around the world.
And pictures of the FedEx guy.
I'm gonna have to go around the world first. Yeah, I should have got FedEx when they dropped it off. I could have taken a picture with him.
You're gonna take a selfie with it. Oh my god. Santa, they get all the likes in the world if you can take a picture, if you can take a selfie with the FedEx man as he's delivering your package that you're going to do the unboxing of.
Oh man, that's okay. Well, I have a new Strats shirt coming that got printed, so I'll try to catch him for that.
I did too, so it's gonna be a race.
Oh man.
Now I'm never going for him today.
We are running low on time, so we have to move this along. Props. D had a props
Destiny
earlier.
raids
What's
are
up?
going on, by the way. Destiny raids are going on. Get in your Destiny raids. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we had D had a prop earlier for the Kellogg, the Up All Nighter. Does anybody else have any other props to shout out this week?
Everyone.
Peace on Earth.
Goodwill to man.
Props to the stream chat for there are a couple times new people came in and they're like, how does this point system work? And people were just like, oh, this is how you do it. And that's super helpful. Thank you.
It's stupid, and you should never do it. And don't use any of your points because that takes away from my winning.
This is from the guy. This is from the guy who was trying to buy my points off me last week. No, I just made that. I just made that up.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember that. I mean, I could have, but whatever.
Can you rig the system?
We got a props from the stream chat, thanking Kins for designing the Strats Sister shirt.
Yay!
Definitely
I'm glad you like
props.
that.
It's an
Tips, that was good.
Or emoji.
Emoticon. Don't forget about the
Yes.
emoji. Yeah.
So
I
this
think
is an
we're just-
example of something that went from shirt to emoji instead of the other direction.
Both. But it's both simultaneously.
And now we're talking
Yeah,
about
but
doing
it
like a
started-
Strat Sister stream, which would be awesome.
That would be nuts. That would be nuts.
It'd be insane.
What else? Anyone else have props? I feel like we've propped out all our props. The
We got all
Destiny
our
crew's
props.
been crushing it.
Dude, there's so many LFGs came up for like planning raids this week. Monday just
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 new raid threads popped up today. Everybody's like, let's do this.
The
About to be
raid-
Tuesday.
Destiny, Guild Wars, Arc. I feel like Halo's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of good things happening
You got-
right now.
Did you guys see that Star Wars trailer?
Yes, we did.
Oh my god, did you see the thing where the guy ripped out the sound for the Star Wars trailer and put it on a Star Citizen trailer?
But wait, did you see Star Wars The Bink Awakens YouTube video?
No, I saw the fan cut Star Wars trailer, which was awesome.
All right.
All right.
We have to go now.
We have to do this. All right.
We have to
We have
do a
to
giveaway.
pull that giveaway.
Okay, get your things in. We're gonna pull it in 5 seconds here as soon as I find the button. Pick winner. Oh,
Look at that. How does that always happen?
Oh my god!
Wow.
I saw resistance earlier.
wow.
I thought you weren't allowed to win if you're on camera.
How many
Yeah.
tickets did you
Sorry, I have to do it when I win. It's my trap horn.
I don't know. I haven't seen her say anything in chat, so
Oh
Oh, that's
crap!
true. That's true.
Disqualified.
Change everything.
Thanks, D.
She actually snuck it in with 15 seconds left.
That concludes. How many tickets did you buy?
5, 4, 5.
How many years? What's the max? 5?
5 is the
5.
max.
Yeah, 5.
Damn it. Not 6.
I don't know, but I
All right.
mean, yeah.
Everybody, thank you for going to the Amazon link and helping us out. Greatly appreciated. Thanks for donating to Extra Life. Also amazing. Thanks for the help in chat. And subscribing to Loot Crate, Game Show, all the other things that keep garbage in the Strats flux capacitor. And,
Thank you for always saying hello to the new people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always awesome. That's like when I see introduction threads and there's just like a huge line of people saying, "Oh, welcome. How's it going? You could do this, this, and this. Go to this thread." That's like the best part. Am I right?
There's always at least one introduction thread in the top 5 every week. The number 2 thread this week was an introduction thread. It's
Aw.
always like that. I love that.
Yeah, it's very nice. Awesome. All right, another exciting episode of Strats Weekly. Join us next time for the exciting conclusion to Halloween, the post-Halloween, right? Stream. Maybe I'll wear a costume, possibly.
Wow,
So,
setting the bar
we
high.
should have worn them for this one.
I know. Yeah, I
We
was
dressed
gonna wear a
up
cat
as
costume. I didn't even think about it.
We had
I'm
to
dressed
roll
up as
Tommy.
himself.
I could do this beard thing.
Yeah, lots of spammers posting in the thing, which is funny because it deletes the links automatically.
It happens.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you for coming. See us out, Tommy.
Take it
And
easy,
we're
y'all.
good to go.
Bye.
Play us out. There's no words on it.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.